Hello everyone and welcome back to Patty's Hobby World. I am inspired by this coloring book, Inspirations. It forced me to pull out my watercolor pencils and to take myself to the next level. I just posted a video of some red flowers that I used watercolor pencils with, and I am simply taken back by how beautiful they look. Let me see if I can find them for you. It is posted on my YouTube channel, of course. There it is right there. And that is my first time working with watercolor pencils. So now we're going to do this one out of Julie Spiri's, The Inspiration. We're going to do this one, okay? Now what I've already done, which you could probably begin to see, is I used my Master's Touch gray markers. Now I have 0.5, I have 1, I have 3, 5, 7, 9. And what I wanted to do is I want her neckline, her jawline to show, and then create a little bit more dark here on the side. If you notice, I did a little bit of eyeliner under her eyes as well. A little bit of shadowing around her lips. Okay, so let's get started and let's talk about what there is to talk about today. Let's see what this. I want to do a little bit more of 0.5 and marker out. So I'm going to just tilt. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to gently capture some shading. No worries. It'll dry. Okay? All right. And this is just check and make sure it's 0.5. Before I begin the color. Okay? And I think I'm going to go just a little bit down here, a little bit more. And then I'm going to do around her lip. I don't know if you didn't see it. Just create a little bit of shadow. Just a little bit of shadow around her lip. And then I also did a little bit right here. Because I want to make that nose come down really nice for that shadowing. Now I'll get the Alright, just want to be careful around the eyes. This is a beautiful tip, but we still want to be very careful. Alright, so basically that's what I did. I check and make sure it's 0.5. Just to bring out her face a little bit more, okay? Alright, let's do her eyes. And I'm going to see if I can get a little closer. So as always, I try to... See, now why can't it do that all the time, guys? Oh, that's amazing right there. Oh, I don't know why. It just, sometimes it does it, and then it doesn't. It does it again. All right, so here don't forget we've got our pen. Let's make her eyes green. I'm going to pull out my it's packed in here tight. I don't know if this is the case that the watercolors come in. So I try to keep it in the case. I'm a little anal. Comes in a nice box. Somebody asked me what brand I used. I guess these are generic. I mean, they're not the Prismas, they're not the Polychromos, they're not the Black Widows and all of the other ones I heard about. When I bought this set, I bought it back in March. I bought the cheapest ones I can find because I wasn't ready to go there yet. Let's make her eyes green. And I'm going to use this one. 818. I'd much rather them have a name. All right, that's it. Let's get the just want to make sure, I'm going to get a piece of paper, just make sure there's no pink on here. And then the other thing that I want to do is I'm going to grab, I just want to do a little hint of yellow. Just a little hint of yellow, okay? So let's see how it works. If you notice, I had to take some water. Okay, so it is coming out, it's like dripping now, and I can't have that. Yeah, it's coming out. I'm going to pull out a quick, that is coming out really, really. I need it to blend, guys. And it's not doing it. Come on. I had to get a dry one out because there was so much water coming out of the other one. And see, I don't like the way that looks, especially that one over there. Let me see if I can. I want it more natural than that. Okay, I'm just going to leave her alone for the eyes alone just for a little bit. Just give them just a chance. Because this water is like just, I wonder why it's doing that. It's creating a lot of water. You don't want too much water on this, guys. You don't want it dripping out. Especially in small areas like that. Okay, we're going to let that, I'm glad I did the little bit of yellow there. Just going to let that sit for a minute. So I want to do the, where's the black? See if I can get a black in there. I'm trying to fix that. Be careful. The water. Okay, I'm going to have to just leave that alone. I would like to do something in there, but I'm just going to leave it alone right now. I'm going to show you something real quick. Let me get a piece of paper. Am I still? Okay, yeah, there you go. I'm just going to put a little bit of water on the paper. Jab my finger in it. And then see how it starts? See how quick it goes? So you can actually do this. But don't forget, you're going to wear it down, your marker down. Oops, good gracious. It already went through. Okay? Alright. Alright, so I'll wait for that. And then I want ever so pink. Just a little bit. Probably you won't even see it. Just enough. And I want to use the one that I'm not using. Let's see. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for now. Okay. I gotta let that dry before I can do her eyebrows. I mean her eyelashes. Just want to move away from there. Let's do her lips. So we're gonna go down and do her lips now. Let's make them red. As we always do, nice deep red. This one looks good right here. Let me test it. Oh yeah. So we're gonna do a nice deep red here. Okay. All right. Let's get the one that we were using. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can play with the pencil just a little bit. Okay, and see how I used to use the pencil, but I was very, very delicate. I wasn't trying to dig in. How's that? Okay, let it dry. Okay, that's much better, because it was for a while there. All right, so now if you notice, it's coming out much better. For a minute there, it was like just dripping. So that's how you want it. You don't want it to drip, drip. I want to work those eyes a little bit more, but I will just a little bit later. I am going to get my charcoal black pen. My black pencil. Oh, I'm sorry, I went all the way up to her eyebrows. Okay, yeah, there you go. And you see her lips there. Okay? Let's go back up to the eyes area now. And I got my charcoal black pen. Black pencil. And create a smoky eye. Okay, just a little bit. So I was asked about my lupus, and I was telling the lady that I developed lupus while I was in the military. I served in the Army 10 years back in the 80s, and 80 to the 90s. And I got sick with meningitis. I was on a field exercise, and I got terribly sick. I don't know what it was from. I have no idea. But I was once I got back from the field, became very, very sick, very weak, flu-like symptoms, and then with meningitis, a light bulb, anything that's light, you want to turn it off. I remember being in the emergency room when I was pretty bad. They didn't know what was wrong with me. You know, you go to the military dispensary and, you know, the doctor's like, you just don't want a soldier, which wasn't the case. I was sick. They just didn't believe me. And when they did a spinal tap, they said, you got meningitis, so you're going to be here. You're going to be here for a week or longer. So all along I was like, turn off the light. Because the light, when you have meningitis, one of the things I should say is the light. The light just is like, oh my God, it's like piercing. So they knew then something was going on. Didn't have a temperature though. So I was in the hospital for a week. And then after that, you know, I went home to recover, and I just never really truly recovered. And then I was having other problems. You know, kidney tests were coming back, liver tests. I had terrible arthritis everywhere. I mean, it was to a point where I couldn't even open up just a regular jar of peanut butter or something. Just still continuing to be weak, and they took me to rheumatology, and I started developing the symptoms or the chemical whatever blood test for lupus. So a lot of people don't understand what lupus is. Lupus is what they call a autoimmune disease, and it affects the immune system by attacking my own organs. So ever since then, I've been treated in rheumatology for lupus. And we will definitely talk more about that. But there you go. That's the start.